Hey you guys, it's Bree Simulated here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today we're going ahead and filming a creator sim video for my new off-camera legacy challenge family. So I wanted to go ahead and create a new family to replace the crow legacy that I started earlier this year. If you remember, I'll link that video down below, the creator sim if I remember, but I created a sim and had her have like a whole bunch of kids, and I think I was like 3, maybe 4 generations in and quite like deep into it. And then my hard drive rested in peace and I lost all my saves and screenshots and CC and mods and all that good stuff. So I had to start from fresh. Right now, my dude Anton is just standing there tweaking about, just like moving patiently, waiting. I was coming up with their last name, which is Dove, because the last family, like household name, was Crow. I really love that name. I loved how in the creator sim I had the little silhouette of a crow like sitting there. I loved that, and I wanted another like bird themed name. And it took me so long to figure out. I was Googling for ages and it was coming up with like pelican and like the names that didn't really sound too cute for a last name. And then I suddenly thought Dove. Dove is a kind of bird, and that is kind of a cutesy name. And I've definitely met people with the last name Dove before, or heard of people with the last name Dove. So that's what I went ahead and picked. Now, I had a little poll. Let me actually pull it up to see what the results were. I had a little poll, or a little, what do you call it? Like a survey on on Twitter. And I went ahead and asked people this question. Have you ever thought about how when you make a sim and create a sim, then take them into the world, they're like 21 years old but have no history and no background, no parents, no family? What is your reasoning for how they just plop into existence as a young adult with no previous records? And it's got 3 hours left at the time I'm recording this. But 13% voted for amnesia. They just like had amnesia, woke up, and they're just like, okay, I'm gonna live this new life. 40%, the majority, said that they've run away from their old life. 27% said that in this universe, in the Sims world, they just spawn as adults. All of a sudden, just boop, they're born as adults, Benjamin Button style, just pop out as like fully grown humans and go from there. And 20% said they do other things. For example, Simply Shelley said they use genetics in Create a Sim to create their parents and sometimes siblings and extended family. Then I'll create the new household for the single young adult sim. And Midnight Pearl said their parents recently vanished without a trace and it's up to the sim to find them or search for clues on their whereabouts for closure. And I thought all of those ideas were really creative. And so I wanted to use a mixture of them. So for my current household off camera, I wanted to do the one where I make their family using like genetics in the Sims. So as you can see, I made her mother and her father. Her father is Antoine and her mother is Annabelle. Or Annabella, I can't remember. Annabelle, I think. And then I went ahead and with genetics made my main Sim, which is Dianna Dove. And now I know I think I said in a previous video, like hint hint, I'm going to be doing an off-camera 10 generation legacy challenge. I'm going to count it as 10 generations from Dianna. So like she has to have 10 below her, which would technically be 11 within the family tree. And the reason for that is I just wanted to create her parents just so she was related to someone and has like some kind of existence. But still, it's weird. Like I think one of the comments said they make their extended family and like brothers and sisters as well. Because it's still a bit weird, like even if you look back in the family tree and see that they had parents, you're like, well, then where are the parents' parents? And it can go back forever and ever, I know. But I just thought if I at least had her parents, it makes a little bit more sense. And I made them elders, so they will pass away pretty quickly within the start of her, experience. But I'm really excited to go ahead and do a build for her, but I haven't done it just yet. I'm going to start playing with this family like the beginning of January kind of thing. And I want to do a current household video at the end of each month. Please try and hold me accountable to this. At the end of each month, I'll do one recapping everything that happened for the month of like January, February, March, and go all throughout the year. And hopefully by December 2022, I will have had the 10 generations. Maybe even quicker, I don't know. I'll have to kind of see how it goes. I'm not sure if I'll play on like short, normal, or long lifespan. I'm not quite sure, but I'll just kind of feel it out and see how it goes. But I kind of want to play with one family the whole time, not have like multiple different ones that I experience at surface level. I want to play with the Dove family all year and just see how that goes. So look forward to that. So yeah, I'll play with them from like the 1st until the 31st or whatever the last day is of the month, and then film the current household video, and it will go up at the end of the month. So that's what I'm going to try and do, so it'll always be very relevant and you guys will kind of be playing it along with me. And I guess on the current household videos, if you had any like feedback or suggestions for what I should do, you could go ahead and leave that there and I could implement it into the next month quite easily. Because that was my plan with the Crow Legacy, and then literally I think the month, like 2 months into the Crow Legacy, that's when my computer died. So yeah, anyway. This is Dianna Dove. As you can see, she's got one of those new wellness aspirations, the one about self-care. I can't quite remember exactly what it's called, but she is high maintenance, an art lover, and childish. So high maintenance I picked because I don't think I've ever played with it before, and so I wanted to pick that one. And then I went ahead and just kind of squiggled my mouse around on the screen and got art lover and got childish. My thoughts are that she's living at home with mummy and daddy, and her mum got randomized with above average funds, and she's a businesswoman, and her dad also got randomized with like standard. So they have a decent amount of money. And my thought is, she comes from a little bit of money. Her parents are kind of rich. She's an only child. She's been spoiled her whole life. And she's at this point now when I'm going to start playing with her, like as, the main character in the household. And she's at this point where she's having to start to like adult up because her parents are going to pass away soon, but I don't think she realizes. So the way I'm going to kind of play it is like her parents will be aging and, they're like going to be retired. I'll have them probably retire pretty early on, and she'll be living in their house still. And then, they'll pass away and she'll be like, holy guacamole, I need to get my ish together. And I can't just make my everyday life being waking up, suntanning, going to the spa, getting my nails done, getting a massage, doing yoga, and then going to bed. Like, I have to get a job, I have to do this and that. And she is an art lover, so I'm thinking of maybe having her have some kind of like art critic or painter or something to do with artistic skills, because I just think those careers are always so much fun. And I haven't played with them in a while, but I've definitely played with them a lot, so it'll be good to go back to that. But yeah, as you can see, I did go quite in depth with her outfits. At first, I only intended to do like one outfit per category, but I just got so carried away. And so by the end, she has the full 5 or 6, 5 I think it is. She has the full amount of outfits that you can possibly have for every single option. And I absolutely love that. For her parents, I only gave them like one outfit each because I just wanted enough so that when they're ghosts, their outfits will be cute. That was my main intention. But yeah, I did a whole bunch of different outfits for her and I really love her style. I recently went CC shopping. I was going to film a video, but I decided not to because maybe I will in the future, but I was really starting from scratch because all my mods in CC got deleted. So I had to go back in and really figure it out. So what I decided I'm going to do is in any videos that feature custom content, in my description box, I'm going to have a little list of like CC/mods currently in my game. That way then I'm giving credit every single time. And if someone really likes a particular thing, they can look down there and click on the different creators to try and find the item, because I will never, ever, ever directly share like files of mods or CCs. I'm the type of person who'll be like, hey, it's from this creator. Here's a link to their Tumblr. Like, go find it yourself. Because I don't think it's really fair on CC creators if content creators just like straight up share their mods file or anything like that. A lot of CC creators and content creators have expressed that that is not on. It just basically takes away the credit and like it depaths the recognition from the actual original creator, which is not okay. So that's why I have decided to do it this way. But I'm just going to click on my computer real quick and read you all the different creators that I'm currently using. So I sort my CC by creator, and then in the creator file I might sort it more if I think I need to. But I currently use A Harris 00 Brittany or AH00B, mostly for hairs, I believe. Crypticsim I use a lot for their makeup. This is a new one that I only just found recently. Demondare, amazing. Greenllamas, grimcookies, illogicalsims for a lot of build by CC. Zombietrait, which is another new one. Jellymoo, which is another brand new one for me. Kijiko sims I use for my custom content eyelashes. And vanillasims I use for some CC here and there. Also, I want to mention Zombietrait used to be someone else. I can't quite remember. And they've changed now. And that's where I get my penguin skin blend. And I forget what their old name used to be. But that's where I get that skin blend from. So I have been using that for a while, actually. It's just that they've got a new name now. And they used to have a different username on Tumblr, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to share below, like, if they have a Tumblr or a Patreon or a Twitter or whatever it is they primarily use. I'll link that down below in the description box. I'll start from this one because this one's the first video I filmed with the current, like, CC that I've downloaded. But all the new videos in the future will always have them linked down below. So I'm always crediting any CC that's in my game that might potentially pop up in the video. I just think that's a nice thing to do because, yeah, like, these people put so much effort into this content and they put it out for free. You have to put it out for free eventually, but I get it all for free. Like, I unfortunately cannot support people through Patreon. So yeah, I'm getting it all for free once they upload it publicly. And I feel like the least I can do is link their stuff down below. So other people potentially watching this video wanting to get the same stuff can go ahead and see those links and download it themselves and just keep on keeping that supportive cycle going. But yes, I think that's kind of everything that I had to mention. But I'm just so excited to play with this household. I've moved them into Solani because I was thinking maybe I just love playing in Solani, number one. But I do want to kind of have them move around, and once they get enough money, I want them to live on the biggest lot in Brindleton Bay because I freaking love Brindleton Bay. San Myshuno, Solani, Brindleton Bay are up there, like my top 3. Also, my, like, underestimated ones, like the ones that go unnoticed, that I think are really good is Glimmerbrook. Freaking amazing. Love that world. Yeah, I think that's kind of my only, like, one that I feel like people are sleeping on is Glimmerbrook. Glimmerbrook is pretty freaking cool. But yeah, I love playing in Brindleton Bay. So I kind of want that to be where her household ends up, and they have a big, huge mansion there eventually. But to begin with, I want them to kind of live on, like, a nice, like, modern place on Solani, and for her to kind of eventually recognize, like, hey, us people just, like, moving randomly to Solani even though we're not from here just because we have lots of money. Like, maybe her parents have moved here because they're thinking of retiring, so they moved to Solani, and then she's living here and she's kind of just like, maybe once she kind of gets over her high maintenance stuff and stops going to the spa every day, realizes, like, yeah, let me move out of here and not take up this beautiful beach property with my modern home when it could be, like, something amazing for the community. I don't know. I was just kind of thinking, like, I've seen a lot of people on Twitter say about how Solani represents, like, particular places that people holiday a lot, where, like, especially right now, the people who live there are saying, like, please don't come and holiday here. Like, tourists are doing really bad things to the environment and, and so on and so forth. So that's what I kind of thought the vibe would be. Like, most people in Solani would kind of not love this family because they're, like, outsiders. They just moved here with all their money and built this beautiful modern home, and it's an eyesore compared to all the beautiful, like, more traditional homes that all fit in together, and theirs is just, like, completely different and sticks out like a sore thumb kind of thing. That's what I kind of thought. And then, yeah, as she gets older, maybe she recognizes, hey, let me move somewhere else. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just really excited to play with this family and start them out in Solani because it's a beautiful world and I just love playing there. And I think it kind of suits her to just be on the like island resort spa day life. And then as she grows up and matures, once her parents inevitably pass away soon, she's got to grow up quick and then be like, okay, holy smokes, let me, focus on my family, because she's obviously going to have children just because she has to have 10 generations. And yeah, eventually I want them to live on that big lot in Brindleton Bay and like slowly build over time just a beautiful home. I'll completely demolish the lot and start from fresh. So yeah, really love this sim. I think she turned out so beautiful, especially considering like I made her parents using the story mode and I really didn't change their like face or anything or their body at all. I just gave them new outfits and I think I gave him a new hairstyle maybe. But I kept their hair color and their eye color and everything the same and then used genetics to make her, I think I like had a toddler and randomized it and then grew her up and I was like, okay, that's her, and then didn't change her at all either. So considering that she came from like story mode parents and then this in-Sims game genetic thing to create her, she turned out as a really cute sim. And I think she really suits that high maintenance lifestyle, as you can tell with a lot of her outfits. But yeah, slowly over the course of time, I feel like she will separate away from that high maintenance lifestyle. And I intend on her having her aspiration changed once she completes that one to a more like down to earth one. And she'll slowly grow and develop over time. But anyway, until next time, I hope you will have a very snazzy day and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys!